Seriously, Taiwan matters. Taiwanese American living in Europe. These are my guinea pigs. They inspect vegetables. I started this channel to share more about my home country, Taiwan. But I realized a lot of people only know Taiwan from the news. They don't know where it is or what it looks like. So in this video, I'll tell you about both in a way you'll never forget and share some surprising facts even I didn't know. First, a weird fact. Twilight Zone weird. Back in the 1600s, some Portuguese sailors sailed by an island on the edge of the Pacific. "Ilha Formosa!" they gasped, struck by the lush scenery. That means beautiful island in Portuguese. That was the name for Taiwan until the 20th century. So, if you dug a hole from Taiwan straight through the earth, where would you pop out? In geology, this point is called the antipode. Answer: Formosa province, Argentina. That one is named by the Spanish. Two Formosas at exact opposite ends. What a beautiful coincidence. I learned this from Taiwan Obsessed, a travel site I'm actually obsessed with. Check it out. Nick has some of the best tips on exploring Taiwan. So, what makes Taiwan so breathtaking? Well, if I were making a travel brochure, it sounds like a nature lover's bingo. Mountains, beaches, cliffs, coral reefs, hot springs, canyons, and wildlife. Surprised? It offers so much more than semiconductor chips. Here are some of my favorite fun facts. Taiwan has more mountains than Switzerland. Yup, you heard that right. It's basically one big chunk of mountain sticking out of the ocean. The highest peak, Yushan, or Jade Mountain, reaches nearly 4,000 meters. That's taller than any peak in Japan, Korea, or the Alps, except Mont Blanc. Nick from Taiwan Obsessed put it perfectly. You can see snow in a tropical country. Also, Taiwan is one of the most densely populated places on Earth because 23 million people live mostly on the island's flattish part, just a third of the land. And Taiwan is not just tall, it's steamy too. Over 100 hot springs warmed by dormant volcanoes. No eruptions in thousands of years, so relax and soak. Then there is Taroka Gorge, a marble canyon carved by a river. Like the Grand Canyon's little subtropical cousin. Greener, tighter, and better for vertical videos. On the East Coast, dramatic cliffs plunge into the Pacific. Not palm tree resort pretty, more like brooding, strong silent type pretty. And yes, beaches. White, gold, black sand, pebbled. Taiwan's got them all. Less developed than beaches in, say, Thailand, a country often confused with Taiwan. But that just means you might have the whole beach to yourself. Coral reefs? Absolutely. Underwater are submerged volcanic mountains, alive with coral and marine life. Snorkeling in southern Taiwan or on offshore islands is a must. Some of Taiwan's 150 offshore islands make perfect day trips. Love birds? Taiwan is for you. From wetlands to alpine forests, the island hosts incredibly diverse bird life, including 30 species found nowhere else on Earth. Taiwan is also a 5-star pit stop for birds on the East Asia-Australasian Flyway, a superhighway for migration birds every spring and fall. Fun fact, Taiwan has something called the Birdathon, a competitive bird-watching weekend every fall. This year, it's in the Taichung city. Nerdy? Definitely, but also kinda epic. And the best part? Taiwan is compact, about the size of Switzerland, and easy to get around. You can go from beach to snowy peak in a single day. Instagrammers, hikers, birders, geology nerds, introverts who love empty beaches, you may want to look into flights. So, how do you get to Taiwan? From New York, it's about a 14-hour flight west to Taipei, perfect for 5 bad movies and 3 worse meals. From London, it's about the same heading east. Geographically, Taiwan sits south of Japan and Korea, north of the Philippines. At its closest point, it's just 130 kilometers or 80 miles from mainland China. From Taiwan's outlying islands like Jinmen or Matsu, you can literally wave at people in China if you wanted to. Time zone-wise, Taiwan is GMT plus 8. Here's how to remember it. When you're eating a bagel in New York or a sandwich and crisps in London, someone in Taiwan is slurping beef noodle soup. So that's a bit about Taiwan. Some say the island looks like a sweet potato. In some Taiwanese folk songs, we even call ourselves children of the sweet potato. Sweet potatoes are one of my favorite foods. Not flashy, but easy to dress up or down, from street snacks to fancy dinners. They grow in tough soil and still turn out something delicious and nourishing, which, honestly, sounds like a pretty good metaphor for Taiwan. I'll take it. Please subscribe and check out our other videos.